Hello friends, we are back talking about Halo Combat Evolved, Campaign Evolved actually. Today we are going to talk about the achievements. Now if you didn't see, they were revealed last week. They were on True Achievements, you can also find them on Halo Waypoint. But in particular today we're going to talk about the hardest achievements, but we're going to run through all of them real fast. So the first thing to unlock, we are going to have the basic level completion trophies or achievements. So these are bronze trophies or 10 gamer score if you are playing on Xbox. There are achievements for beating each and every level, as well as the 3 new prequel levels. These ones are very straightforward, just play the level, just beat it for the first time. Now, it's important to note, in previous Halo games, more often than not, achievements were disabled if you were playing with certain bonuses on, like skulls that give you a lot of extras, like unlimited ammo and stuff. Also, normally achievements are disabled if you are playing on easy mode, so assuming this is like every other Halo game, you will need to play these things on normal or harder. For most people, that's probably going to be the standard, so that's okay. Alright, so to follow that, we have completing the campaign. Now this is going to be pretty straightforward, just beat it. We have easy, normal, heroic, and legendary. These are all bronze except silver for the legendary difficulty trophies, and then 10, 20, 30, and 40. They have not confirmed if you beat it on legendary do you unlock the rest, but most likely I would imagine that is the case. And then we're going to have a lot of achievements and trophies tied to collectibles. So there are achievements for every level for finding all the skulls and the terminals. We also have achievements and trophies for collecting a skull, 22 skulls, all 39 skulls, all the terminals in the game. There are going to be various achievements. They are mainly bronze or 20 gamer score for finding these collectibles, and so on and so forth. You will get a gold trophy and 50 gamer score if you find all skulls and terminals in the game. Sounds like there are going to be 3 skulls per level in this game, as well as 1 terminal in each level. So next we're going to hop into some of the trophies and achievements that are not as difficult, but are something that's going to be more than just play the basic game. So up next we have Remixed, so completing remix missions, as well as Beat the Drop, where you have to beat a remixed mission without dying. Then you have Mixmaster, complete an entire remix campaign without dying. This one I imagine will be a little bit more difficult, but depending on the mix you get, I don't know if it changes level to level, or if it will track if you want to play one level at a time, and just get an ideal remix that is kind of working in your favor. But regardless, playing through the campaign on Remix will have trophies and achievements tied to it. Then we have some of the simple, if you play enough of the game you will do this, so destroy 100 grunt backpacks, break off 25 hunter back plates, hijack 10 vehicles, dismember 100 flood parts, break off 50 vehicle parts, kill 100 enemies with headshots. All these things you're going to get if you just play the game on the regular. Honestly, if you've played the campaign probably 3 or 4 times, or just at least the specific missions, for example for the flood parts, you'll likely get these achievements. I mean, maybe you realize you've had 8 of 10 vehicles and you have to just go to a level and hijack a couple. This should be more or less pretty straightforward. Alright, now we are going to get to some of the hardest achievements or trophies in this game. Now, I'm not saying these are going to be impossible, but these are ones you're going to have to actively think about, plan for, maybe even strategize a little bit what you're going to do or when you're going to do it. So up first we have Hot Streak. With the Floor is Lava Skull activated, beat a mission without jumping or dying. The floor is lava means that if you are standing on the floor and you are not jumping or on any sort of obstacles, you will start taking damage automatically. So without being able to jump, that means you're going to have to probably play this pretty heavy on like a vehicle level. I'm not quite sure, you have to strategize this one a little bit. Then we have Even Tempered. With the Temperamental Skull activated, beat Halo without upsetting anyone. Followed by Like Old Times, complete 2 betrayals with a speed limit, endurance, spec, hipfire, and armistice skulls enabled. So more or less play the game with the skulls that make it play like classic Halo. You'll play on 2 betrayals, one of the longer missions in this campaign, but this is the return to Assault and Control Room when you're going through the Banshees and destroying the little generators up in the sky. Up next we have Frugal Fire. Equip Famine, Recession, and Johnny Ammo Seed Skulls, and beat a mission without running out of ammo. This one's going to be interesting for sure. Of course, each of these skulls will decrease your ammo supply, how much ammo you're getting, and how you get to replenish ammo. So this will be another one where maybe looking up a guide or kind of strategizing, okay, when do I need to do this? Then we have another little challenge one. There's some level-specific ones coming up here, so this is My Ship Now. Eliminate Captain Keyes and trap his 6 Avenging Marines and the Autumn's observation pen. Now, in Combat Evolved, you were never able to just trap Captain Keyes or the Marines in the navigation bay there, the observation pen. So we'll see what that means in this game, but sounds like we got kill Keyes and get away just safely. Then we have Map Quest. In the Silent Cartographer, without shooting, using grenades, meleeing, dying, or restarting, complete the Silent Cartographer. I mean, that's going to be a little bit of planning. I'm not sure if you can use skulls for this, or if there's going to be a straightforward method of just running and sprinting just past everybody, but we'll just have to see. I don't know if that's hard, or it's going to be as easy. With Sprint, it sounds like it'll be a little bit easier than it would in the original game, but of course we do have lots of hunters on that level, energy sword elites, the whole shebang. Then we have That's My Ride. On Assault on the Control Room, get to the Banshee before the Elite. There was a very similar achievement in the Anniversary and Original. Well, the Original didn't have achievements, but in Anniversary there's a very similar achievement. Essentially, when you're at the end of the level, get to the Banshee before the Elites do. Then we have Arm's Length. On 343 Guilty Spark, complete the first floor without taking a hit. I assume by first floor they means after you take the first elevator down. And this is before the Flood have really been introduced, and then once the Flood are introduced, you kind of make it to the first elevator where they do not have guns on the first floor. So you're primarily taking care of Covenant, and then melee from the Flood, as well as the little the popcorn Flood. So it doesn't sound too impossible, but you will have to play extra careful on there. And then we have Clean Lap. On the Maw, complete the Warthog run without being forcibly ejected from your vehicle. Unless forcible ejections are something new, straight out of GTA, this more or less means don't flip over your vehicle. Now, if the layout is anything like the original, it may take a little bit of practice, but this is more or less doable. I don't think this one's actually going to be that hard as long as you're good with the controls. Maybe it'll take a time or two for practice. Alright, I'm going to butcher this. Jurolene, Conservationist. On Mission 2, which is the prequel mission, don't kill any rampaging brutes. Now, the rampaging brutes we know will attack other Covenant based on the trailer, so I would assume this means let the Covenant take out their own. You cannot kill any of them yourself. The Covenant need to remove the brutes, or maybe you can just run past them. Of course, we don't know how these missions play out yet. Then we have Food Critic. Listen to the Thirsty Grunt talk about his eating habits. I believe this is on the Mall, where you can find a Easter egg talking grunt that's talking about having a drink and how thirsty he is. I may be mistaken on that. I'm pretty sure it's on the Mall, but this one, it'll be really easy. Just go find it. Alright, then we have what I think is the two hardest achievements in this entire little go. We have All Shield, No Yield. Complete any level on Heroic difficulty or higher without taking health damage. Now, of course, you can take a shot. You can get hit with, plasma pistol or whatever, as long as you're not fully dropping your shields and taking further damage. I just think you're going to have to choose one of the shorter levels, probably Pillar of Autumn or something of that nature, and just play extra cautious. But really, the granddaddy of all of the difficult achievements in this game is Mythic. Complete the campaign with Lasso enabled. For Halo veterans, you know, of course, that Lasso is extremely challenging. But in this game, with 42 skulls, they have confirmed that Lasso is not going to use all 42 skulls. I think it might be just damn near impossible if they did. But it is incredibly challenging. If you want to go check out Ubernick and Hidden Xperia did a Lasso little run-through in Assault and Control Room, and it looked brutal. You're going to be playing in third person, you're going to have floors of lava, you're going to have things like unlimited ammo in the Boom Skull, but at the same time, you're going to go down so fast, you got to be jumping the entire time. Again, it's third person, you can't scope in. It's going to be a challenge, and so Lasso, complete the campaign. This is a gold trophy worth 50 gamer score. There is actually one more fully evolved, which is just simply complete every achievement and or trophy, depending on what platform. Of course, this is basically the same as completing all the trophies, so, doesn't need talking about. But yeah, so this is all of the achievements in Halo Campaign Evolved, the hardest ones being at the end, mainly mission-based with some challenges, or a combination of skulls to do certain levels with, or any level. But of course, in my opinion, the most difficult will be the Lasso. Lasso always being the biggest Halo challenge there is. And so guys, if you were looking forward to trying to beat this on Lasso, I wish you good luck, but I hope you have enjoyed this video. And just a reminder, if you missed the news, there was a lot of controversy where to play split-screen couch co-op on PlayStation was originally considered you had to have two paying PlayStation Plus memberships. That was incorrect. Halo confirmed that that was a typo, that was mistaken. They do not do that. That is not required for split screen, so I know there's a lot of negative press. Of course, there's other reasons to have some negative press, which we can talk about, or if you want to go watch Hidden Xperia's video, he highlights it pretty in-depth. Anyways, let me know down below what trophies you are looking forward to working on, and if you enjoyed this and you're thinking about all things Halo Campaign Evolved, we're going to talk about it here on the channel. So if you want to like or subscribe, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video.